you've come to the conclusion that starting over, no matter your age, no matter if you're 40, 50, 60, or over 70, 80, that it doesn't matter. Starting over, of course, it's possible. Then congratulations. That is a really empowering conclusion. And that will lead you wherever you want to go. But before we go rushing out and drastically changing everything, it is my experience that we can really benefit from figuring a couple of things out. One is, what is my motive? Why? The why. Why do I want some kind of a change in my life? And the second thing is, how can I come to accept where I'm at right now? Because you see, I've learned that it's both hugely more enjoyable, but even more productive if we come to view where we're at right now as where we're supposed to be, as some part of our journey towards where we're wanting to go, instead of somehow feeling that it's a failure or it's not enough, because that was my motive for a short period of time, but that made me feel really bad about myself and where I was at in life. So to keep in mind that a successful life, as that is only a relative concept, and that should never be based upon what others believe or think, because you see, having a successful life at a certain age, that has 257 different definitions depending on who you're asking. So don't ask anybody else, don't search for that validation in anyone else, and don't take no one else's measurements for what that means and apply that to your life. Because if you're living on the street and feel really good about that, then that's your choice. Then that is where you're supposed to be in life. So don't take the values of others and apply them to your life. So my suggestion would be to study your desire for a fresh start or for rebranding yourself. And if it's a genuine quest for more and greater levels of happiness, then it will be a more pleasant ride, and it will actually lead to a more enjoyable life instead of its opposite. But if it's simply because we believe ourselves to be in a chapter of our life that is not accomplished or successful enough due to the standards of society, then we're only chasing an illusion, and that will most likely just lead to more emptiness rather than the happiness and joy we're actually seeking. But if you're actually looking to make the next chapter of your life a more enjoyable one, then just remember that you're not only the main character in your movie or your script, you're the writer and the director as well. So you can do whatever you want with your life. Don't let the opinions of society or co-workers, friends, family, even family decide where you go or what you do with your life, because we only have one life in this physical form, and that goes by quite quickly. These 42 years I've been living have gone really, really fast. So if the next 40 is going to go really equally as fast, I want to make the most of the time that I have left here. So one of the perks I feel of being at a certain age, shouldn't that be that we're grown-ups enough to decide for ourselves what we want to do with our lives, what we want to accomplish, what we want our day-to-day basis to look like, and to, as the great Wayne Dyer said, well, he didn't come up with it, it's from his movie The Shift. If you haven't seen it, it's a beautiful movie, and it actually touches upon this subject quite much. But back to the story, he says something in that movie that is taken from a book, but I can't remember the book. but the sentiment is to not die with your music still in you. So I feel that that should be the thing that we should strive after, to not die with our music still in us, and to figure out what's my music and how do I get it out there, and how can I feel quite sure that when I take my last breath, I don't regret not living life to the fullest. At least that is my mission with the remainance of my life, to live it to the fullest and to not die with a whole bunch of regrets of things I wish that I would have pursued or done or said. So I hope that you can carry that with you, and to feel empowered, and to remember that you can do, you're the main character in your movie. You can do whatever you want with your life, as long as it is not in harm to yourself or anyone else. You should feel free to do whatever you want with the rest of your life. So I hope you carry that with you, and that to believe in yourself. I believe in you, and I know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. So I really hope that this could act as some kind of inspiration in some kind of a way. And if it did, I would absolutely love if you would consider to maybe giving it a thumbs up, or leaving me a comment on your views of this two-part series, if you've watched both of them. And if you didn't, I would recommend to watch the first, because that leads up to this one. So anyways, take care, have a beautiful day, bye bye.